I feel sorry for Calabar.
Farewell.
Trusted a human and just got completely screwed over.
Well, it looks like everyone's back or on their way. We're in your debt once more. Edgar's facilities are vacant now. They're yours if you want them. They were never particularly profitable once his miners left him. But in the right hands, a few of the miners feel so indebted to you, they'd like to work there for you if you'll have them. You should visit the mine when you have a chance.
So now we own a mine as well.
Good day.
Oh, and we have to go back to Calabar. Nice. If I had known that, I would have just gone to the gnomes first. Oh well. Let's go up there and then we check in on our miners.
Greetings. I shall relieve you of the relic. For a mortal, you are remarkable. I can see something lingering in your eyes, something fey. It is both fascinating and perplexing. But, as you mortals say, the dust has settled. This region was on the verge of catastrophe, thanks to Edgar Aaron. It was fortunate you were here to stop him. For now, then.
Yep. Have your relic back. Enjoy. What do we have on the map now? Oh, okay, let's talk to those guys.
Greetings. Hail, friend. The gnomes at Modus Mining mentioned you'd be opening a mining site here. That's all well and good, but I can help you make the most of it. For a small sum, I'll renovate this mine for you, make it bigger. In the long run, you'll earn more money out of it. What do you say? If you give me the gold, I can start clearing out one of the collapsed passages in the mine.
Yeah, let's
Start
go.
cleaning out the passage right away. Who knows what we'll uncover in there?
Okay. Let's save. Hey, Malguardian, how's it going? Oh, rats. Okay, we can deal with that. What did I miss yesterday? Was my uncle's birthday party. Oh, I hope you had a nice... I hope it was a nice party. Happy birthday to your uncle. What did you miss yesterday? I became the champion of the arena and got myself a nifty sword. I moved to a new section of the Feylands or a new section of the tier. Down here, where a giant bird creature once protected the lands from the sun and then got struck down by the sun god. And now we have her massive bones lying in the desert. And I freed a bunch of miners from some evil monsters, etc. Also tried to do a lot of fighting in the arena. Managed to get all but 3 of the side tasks in there done. So that's nice.
Before I came here, I'd never seen something. They finally killed that crudder.
And yeah, now I have apparently inherited a mine. So currently trying to find out what has made its home down here. Okay, apparently that was it. Mine, mine, mine. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is not Skyrim. We cannot simply swing a pickaxe and then transmute our iron ore into gold and make shit tons of money.
It's amazing.
But then again, we have almost a cool 2 million, so we'll be fine. Alright.
I can't believe Edgar put the miners through that. He was always about taking the fight back to the competition, but I didn't think he meant to take their lives. There's no excuse for it. Motus's business practices aside, he had no right. Thank you for righting his transgressions. That's me, Master Architect at your service. Your friends at Motus Mining sent word to me that they were helping you open a site here. For a little bit of gold, I'll help you get this dump running more efficiently than Edgar Aaron ever managed to. No one I know of has scaled it all the way, so there's no knowing for sure what's up there. Heard everything, from it's the home of a powerful mage, to it's the cradle of civilization itself. Sometimes in the same breath. There's an adventure to be had at Cloudcrest's Peak, I'm sure. There are bad goings on at the caverns. The miners have all, one time or another, seen wretched, scarred creatures that walk on 2 legs pacing at the entrance. For another bit of gold, I can clear out the next section of the mine.
Let's go.
We'll have this place running at full capacity in no time.
I'm kind of getting flashbacks to that one quest in Skyrim where the guy was like, oh yeah, I need more gold to expand this mine. Can you give me a bit more gold to expand this mine? And then it turns out all of his miners were dead and he was possessed by an evil artifact. I'm kind of getting flashbacks to that right now. Here, little rats. Come here. Oh, that was quick. Take all of that, thank you. So far, all we've had to fight here is giant rats, so that's not really difficult. I wonder if that's by design, or if they just grossly underestimated what people would be capable of at this point. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to clear out our inventory in a bit. Getting very close to not having any space.
Welcome. The Motus miners have told me all about you. I'm Vincent Helvarn, Edgar Aaron's former assistant and facilities manager. I'll continue to run the mining office for you, if you'll allow it. Come and go as you please, the building is yours to use. And if it doesn't suit your tastes, with some spare coin, I can arrange for renovations.
Sounds good. I'd like to upgrade
If you
my
have enough
office.
gold, I can clean this place up and furnish it with goods from across the land.
What can you put in?
I'll get right to work. It'll look brand new before you know it.
Oh, nice. We've got a sage crafting altar now. Oh, and we've got stash. Nice. Let's see what we can place. Do we have any... I should probably have a look first at my weapons and stuff if I actually need to upgrade something. 114 and 92 physical damage, so that's 106, yeah. Oof. This does have a lot more physical damage. That's 235 and 25 piercing. But then this also has plus 20% physical damage, so this is really 208 and no, 206. And then 20 plus 20% of that is... I can't do maths anymore. Plus another 40 roughly. So really this is more like 246, 250. Okay, this is actually worse. God damn this game for making me do maths. What the hell? Okay. For the staffs, we're gonna have to look at our... We're gonna have to look at our secondary weapons. Staff of Bloodthirst. Lifesteal. Well, this also has lifesteal and it has fire, so we're keeping what we have. Didn't expect that, did you? Well, let's put it this way. I know that RPGs always require a bit of stat comparisons, but it would have been nice if that had been just, you know, included in a calculator. Like if they just had an in-game calculator that was just like, hey, this has a total amount of this. Would have been nice. 226. I don't really need mana. Spreadsheets too. I don't think this game is a spreadsheet kind of game. Not yet anyways. Okay, so that's 143. 40. This is finesse stuff anyway. Oh, wait. It's close. Close. 56. This is the one that gives plus 10% armor, which applies to our total armor, not just to the boots. So this is actually better than this. Whether you believe it or not. Oh, wait. Rare set. We're gonna keep the rare set. Consumables, mana potions, please go. Alright, use stash. We're gonna place this and this. Customize appearance, we don't need that. This enormous book is made up of several volumes. Oh, we just got an achievement for reading 50 books. On the History and Nature of the Fae by Nemius Perigams. Introduction. When I was initially approached by the scholars of the Basilica to conduct a study of the creature commonly referred to in these lands as Fae, I was apprehensive. By what logic was I, an alchemical botanist, be charged with compiling a written record of the indigenous people of this land? Surely the Basilica's needs could better have been served by a cultural historian, an anatomist, or even a taxonomist. Little did I know that the insistence of the Basilica stemmed from the fact that, indeed, a representative from each of these disciplines had been previously assigned the task of assembling the tome you now hold in your hands, and for no fault of their own, each of them failed in their own way. What is a Fae? If we cannot satisfy even this most base of questions, then the following pages can contribute nothing to the corpus of gnomish knowledge. We know that Fae are a sentient race that dwells in the forests of Dalantarf and those of Chloricon. We also know that they seem to be divided into two tribes, for lack of a better term, that are somehow aligned or otherwise attuned to the seasons of summer and winter. For Fae appear in distinct genders, these are apparently superficial, perhaps even elective differences, and have no impact on their reproduction or social responsibility. We also note that the Fae are not mortal. They are subject to some form of reincarnation, returning to life at some point after they die. In addition, Fae are intensely magical beings, more so than any other race encountered thus far by the gnomes. But there's more. We also know there are creatures referred to as wild Fae, boggarts, spirits, and others, which are somehow also related to the summer and winter Fae. There are rumors that, at the time I'm writing this introduction, that a new tribe of Fae has appeared in Alabastra, and are far more militant than either the summer or winter Fae have ever demonstrated themselves to be. That would be the Tuatha. If anything, these additional facts can answer our initial questions, at least in part. A Fae is a magical being whose essence is as mutable as the whole of nature. Just as both the red rocks of the Tyr and the steppes of the plains of Arafel are both part of one land, so too are many different creatures part of the one collective that we refer to as Fae. Physiologically, not much is known about the Fae, even after years of study. I do know that Fae anatomy, though it bears some resemblance to our own, is perhaps more similar to that of a plant, which I presume is why the Basilica eventually concluded a botanist would be more useful to conduct such a study. How and why such anatomical features were combined remain a mystery. Indeed, almost everything about the Fae remains a mystery, but I can only imagine that magic plays a strong role in their bodily functions. Socially, the Fae are bedeviling. They are as capable of living alone in the wild, no better than a common beast, as they are of complex social interaction. Rumors persist that the Fae have a city, or something like it, hidden in the primordial forests of Dalantarf. Yep, we've been there. For few have ever seen it. From what reports I can verify, it seems that the Summer Fae have some authoritative body which goes by the name of the Court of Summer. This is apparently ruled over by a high king, but they pay no taxes or tithes, swear no fealties, nor fight in wars. For what purpose, then, does this centralization of power exist? Like so many things, a Fae will only tell you that it exists because it does, and that it always has. Could such an institution really be so eternal? Could such titles and rituals really have meaning without substance? It seems more likely that the Fae are playing at having a society than actually having one. We can say with some certainty that the Fae are an old race, older than many others by far. In rare cases where we can find datable Arathi and Fae ruins, we can successfully establish that both originated around the same time. This can be difficult to prove, since Fae tend to construct with plant matter, which has a habit of decaying, but though the evidence is circumstantial, it is enough to conclude that the Fae are perhaps the oldest living things in Amalur. but seeking to learn about the course of that history is about as satisfying as interviewing a tree on the accomplishments of its life. For though a fae might live 100 years, it does so frozen in place. When asked, a fae might answer with some uncertainty about the events that transpired. In truth, those 100 years are to a fae a series of repetitions, of cycles that have repeated since time began and will repeat until time ends. As this book will show, a fae will tell you that everything repeats, and for empirical evidence proves otherwise, they are partly right. For a fae, nothing ever changes. Okay, let's get all this low-level peasant shit out of here. Downstairs, perhaps? Yes. Where's my stash box? It was somewhere around here. Place. Once common in Fae prayer, but few know its use now. Sounds like something that might come in handy later.